Raider Nation, what I have for you today is absolutely insane. Are you ready for this? Russell Wilson to the Raiders? Yes, you heard that right. A massive rumor is going around, and trust me, this could change everything. Plus, we got hot updates on Pete Carroll taking over as head coach and Maxx Crosby's first impressions. And hold on, because the Kansas City Chiefs are in big trouble. Today's episode is unmissable. But before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button to support the channel. And tell me in the comments, would you want to see Russell Wilson leading the Raiders offense? Type yes or no right now, and let's get this debate rolling. The day has finally come. Pete Carroll has officially been introduced as the new head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders, and the energy at that press conference, off the charts. Raider Nation is divided on this, but one thing is certain. Carroll brings experience, a winning mindset, and the ability to build a strong locker room culture, something this team desperately needs. Raider Nation, we're so close. The goal is to hit 2,000 subscribers, and with your help, I know we can make it happen. If you love this kind of Raiders content, hit that subscribe button and join us on this amazing journey. Every single subscription counts, and together we can show the strength of Raider Nation. Share this with your friends and let's spread the silver and black spirit. Let's do this and just win, baby. And guess who showed up to welcome the new era? None other than Marshawn Lynch. That's right, Beast Mode himself, who played under Carroll for 6 seasons in Seattle, was there. And man, like when Marshawn is around, you know something big is brewing. And of course, our defensive leader Maxx Crosby was at the press conference too. This guy has seen multiple coaches come and go in Vegas, so his opinion carries a lot of weight. On his podcast, The Rush, Crosby talked about the positive energy and how he had already spoken with Carroll before the hiring became official. According to Crosby, it was great to finally sit down and talk with Carroll, get a sense of his vision, and start building that relationship. He also highlighted new GM John Spytek, who texted him immediately after being hired. And look, when a GM starts off by directly engaging with the team's key players, that's already a great sign that things might be different this time. If there's one thing that has destroyed the Raiders in recent years, it's the lack of consistency. Constant coaching changes, no time for a system to settle in. But now we have Pete Carroll, a guy who knows how to build a winning culture. He didn't just build the Legion of Boom, he turned the Seahawks into an elite franchise. Raider Nation, this could be the start of a new ERA. Carroll is a coach who knows how to get the best out of his players and create an environment where a winning mentality spreads. And with guys like Crosby and Davante Adams already on the roster, the right pieces are here. We just need a system that works. The truth is, the Chiefs have dominated the division in recent years, and the Raiders need a major shift to compete. If Wilson returns to playing at a high level, the Chiefs could have a lot to worry about next season. The quarterback conundrum. The quarterback position has been a problem for the Raiders in recent years. Since Derek Carr's departure, we've seen a true QB carousel with little success. Bringing in Wilson would add stability and experience, but is he the best option available? Some fans believe investing in the draft would be the best solution, while others think we need a veteran to take over immediately. What do you think, Raider Nation? Financial considerations. This entire discussion only makes sense if the Raiders can fit Wilson under the salary cap. His current contract is hefty and could strain the franchise's finances. And it's not just Carroll making moves. New GM John Spytek is already getting to work. And check this out, Crosby mentioned that Spytek reached out to him the same day he was hired. That shows he's serious about connecting with the team's leaders, understanding what needs to be done, and most importantly, getting to work now. The Raiders need a strong identity, both offensively and defensively, and Carroll and Spytek seem to be on the same page about this. They've already spoken about the importance of assembling a competitive roster, and from what we're hearing, this rebuild might be faster than people expect. Raider Nation, we might finally have the right people running the show. But hold on, because here comes the bombshell. Russell Wilson to the Raiders? That's right, folks. This week, rumors surfaced that the Raiders are keeping an eye on the quarterback situation with the Denver Broncos. And listen, considering that he and Pete Carroll already won a Super Bowl together, this starts making a lot of sense. Wilson's relationship with the Broncos is completely falling apart, and everyone knows he's not in their future plans. The question is, does Carroll see him as the perfect piece to lead the Raiders offense? And more importantly, does Wilson still have what it takes to take a team to the top? Let's break down the pros and cons. On one hand, Russell Wilson is an experienced veteran, a Super Bowl champion, and he knows Pete Carroll's system well. Plus, he can still make plays with his legs, something the Raiders haven't had with Jimmy Garoppolo or Aiden O'Connell. On the other hand, Wilson has had a rough few seasons and his contract is heavy. Is he worth the risk, or would it be smarter to target a quarterback in the draft? Raider Nation, I want to hear from you. Would Wilson be a good fit for the Raiders? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And while the Raiders are making moves, guess who's in trouble? The Chiefs. That's right, Mahomes' empire is starting to show cracks. Between salary cap issues, roster uncertainties, and a defense that still hasn't found consistency, the reigning champs might finally be vulnerable. And Raider Nation, if there's ever been a chance to take these guys down in the AFC West, this could be it. If Carroll can establish a strong system right away, the Raiders could shock a lot of people in this division. So, what's the next big move for the Raiders? With a new head coach, a new GM, and this Russell Wilson bombshell, everything is up in the air. The draft is coming up, free agency is heating up, and the Raiders seem ready to shake things up. Now, it's just a matter of waiting to see what Carroll and SpyTech do next, but one thing is for sure, Raider Nation is watching and we'll be here covering every single update. And that's it, my friends. Pete Carroll is in, John SpyTech is building the team, and now the big question remains, who will lead this offense? Russell Wilson, a rookie from the draft, a surprise free agent signing? One thing is certain, this offseason is going to be crazy. So you already know, if you want to stay up to date on everything about the Raiders, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. And of course, drop a comment below. Wilson to the Raiders, yes or no? I want to hear your thoughts. See you next time, and as always, Raiders for life. Raider Nation, hold on tight because we have a bombshell today. Russell Wilson to the Raiders? Sounds crazy, but the rumors are growing and this could be a move that shakes up the entire AFC West. And to spice things up even more, this news doesn't just affect the Raiders, it also puts the Chiefs in a tough spot. If this move happens, we could be looking at a new era for the next quarterback of Las Vegas, but is this the right decision? Let's break down the details of this explosive story and how it could impact the upcoming season. What's up, Raider Nation? I'm Michelle, and I'm here to bring you everything about the Las Vegas Raiders the way only a true fan can. And today we have news that could completely change the course of our team. Russell Wilson to the Raiders? Sounds like something out of a video game. But reliable sources suggest this possibility is being discussed internally. And let me tell you, this move could mean big changes for the franchise's future. Everyone knows the history between Pete Carroll and Russell Wilson. They won a Super Bowl together with the Seahawks and maintained one of the most successful partnerships in the NFL for almost a decade. Now with Carroll taking over the Raiders, the reunion rumors are heating up. The connection between the two could be a key factor in bringing Wilson to Las Vegas. Soon, Carroll has always believed in Wilson's potential, and with the Raiders looking for an experienced quarterback, this could be the perfect move. But does Wilson still have what it takes to lead the Raiders? Wilson's recent performance last season, Wilson had ups and downs with the Pittsburgh Steelers. He started strong, leading the team to a 6-1 record, but then faced difficulties, culminating in a disappointing end to the season. This raises the question, can we still trust him as an elite quarterback? If Wilson comes to Las Vegas, he will need to prove that he still has that Super Bowl shine in his game. The Raiders need a confident leader, and the big question is whether Wilson can be that guy. The Brady factor, and we can't forget the key player behind the scenes, Tom Brady. With a 10% stake in the franchise, Brady has directly influenced the Raiders' decisions, including the hiring of Pete Carroll. And if there's one guy who knows how to recognize quarterback talent, it's Brady. If Brady believes Wilson could be the missing piece to get the Raiders back on top, this could accelerate the negotiations. But the real question is, does Wilson really fit into the style of play that Carroll and Brady want to implement? Impact on the Chiefs now. Let's talk about the ripple effect of this possible move. The Chiefs. If the Raiders manage to bring in an experienced quarterback like Wilson, this could balance the competition in the AFC West. Patrick Mahomes and company would have an even tougher opponent to face. The truth is, the Chiefs have dominated the division in recent years, and the Raiders need a major shift to compete. If Wilson returns to playing at a high level, the Chiefs could have a lot to worry about next season. The quarterback conundrum. The quarterback position has been a problem for the Raiders in recent years. Since Derek Carr's departure, we've seen a true QB carousel with little success. Bringing in Wilson would add stability and experience, but is he the best option available? Some fans believe investing in the draft would be the best solution, while others think we need a veteran to take over immediately. What do you think, Raider Nation? Financial considerations. This entire discussion only makes sense if the Raiders can fit Wilson under the salary cap. His current contract is hefty and could strain the franchise's finances. For this deal to happen, the Raiders need to find a way to restructure the contract or cut costs in other areas. Is this investment worth it? Fan reactions. And now I want to hear from you. Does the idea of Russell Wilson as the Raiders quarterback excite or scare you? Fans are divided, with some thrilled about his experience and others concerned about his recent performance. Drop a comment below. Would you prefer Wilson, or would you rather bet on a young talent in the draft? I want to hear everyone's opinion, closing thoughts, and call to action. No matter what happens, the Raiders are making bold moves this offseason. The arrival of Pete Carroll was already a huge step, and the next piece of the puzzle could be even bigger. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends. Turn on notifications because the next few weeks promise to be insane for the Raiders. Let's go, Raider Nation.